Welcome again to the Van Man Diaries. Now, I'm going to ponder a question which makes me feel old, which I don't like. But are the old days better than the present time? Depends if you're a techies person, I suppose, loving the online way of life today and computers and all the modern gadgets that make our lives easier in a sense, but is it better? Obviously in today's corona-filled world you couldn't, you can work from home via video conferencing and the internet, which you couldn't have done in days gone by, but even going back 20 years it was safe to let your child play out in the street, and now nobody can do that. Parents have to do a lot more work in order to look after their children when they want to go out and play. You can't just leave them to do it unattended. When I was young, living out in Cambridge, I mean, what, 11, 12 years old, and we'd go out in the morning and we wouldn't get back till it went dark in the evening. We didn't have phones, Mum wouldn't worry. We'd just spend the days doing jumps on our bikes, hanging out in the woods, riding literally all over town. Nobody had a clue where we were, and we survived. We were happy, healthy, and didn't have to sit on an Xbox all day. So if you've got any opinions on that, please let me know. I mean, you come to love life in today's world. Somebody was telling me the other day that if you want to actually find a girl, you do it on a dating app. If you actually go to the pub, you're not supposed to actually chat up a girl or go and talk to anyone, because that's a boys' night. Which, I mean, it seems sad, doesn't it? It's kind of half the fun of a night out, was hoping you'd meet someone and have a bit of fun, and in today's world it's all got to be done online, which is a lot slower because, let's face it, most people pretty much misrepresent themselves when they're coming up with their public image, which are the best pictures they've ever had taken or whatnot, and then some big whale strolls in that's looks like she's eaten her photos 4 times over. So yeah, I think that's a failing of the modern world to the old. Cars, old cars, they didn't cut you off. They didn't cut you off because the computer decided something was wrong with your car when actually it was running perfectly fine. And then it brings me on to Facebook. Now, I mean, I think teen suicide's definitely raised, and I would say a lot of it would be to do with things like Facebook, where people set up an image of themselves. You know, some people will hire a private jet to do a photo shoot to make themselves feel like a rock star. And all these people that are actually living legitimate lives look at these people and think they're having this amazing life and everything's perfect for them, and it makes their own life seem pale in comparison. They're not flying around by private jet or cruising around in Ferraris or Rolls Royce or anything like that, but it's people literally renting it for a photo shoot to fake a life they don't actually lead. They're probably as miserable as everyone else, they just style it out better or pretend. I went to my friend's 40th birthday at a restaurant in Chiswick, and there was this girl on the table next door. It was quite a pretty thing, but she didn't smile once. Her face was just set in stone. She probably didn't want to crease her forehead or whatnot. But then as soon as a camera was pointed on her, the biggest grin in the world. She actually looked like she was having fun, but only looked like she was having fun when the camera was pointed at her. It makes me think that today people don't live for themselves, they live for the image that they can put to other people of their lives, which makes people hollow, shallow. In the old days, people got on with it, they were themselves. You know, relationships were easier because if you lived in a village and there was one girl you got on with, you'd marry her, you'd have a family, you'd be happy and content. Now, you live in a big city, new people being bussed in every single day. You know, how on earth are you supposed to ever feel that the grass isn't greener when there's a constant supply of bait? What was the word be? Of new options being dangled under your nose. It is like a cattle farm. So Yeah, at the risk of sounding like a fuddy-duddy, I don't think the world's improved. It's more crowded. Which brings me on to another point. I mean, why on earth does the government absolutely adore its economic growth index? I mean, do it on a quality of life index. You know, there's more people, everyone's got less square footage per head, houses cost more, people have less money in the bank per head, everyone's life is worse, but because there's more people, it seems like the economy's grown, just by volume of people rather than quality of each person's life. And I do worry for the future, purely because I think we're going to end up, I mean, especially after this corona thing, if people find themselves actually able to work from home effectively, you know, what business isn't going to decide this is a perfect time to downsize their actual physical office and have all the staff at home? Cuts their overheads, and then people don't even get out of the house. Turns into Wall-E, where we're just big fat lumps sitting on a chair being serviced by machines. So I think the world's going to change after Corona. They're going to try and get rid of the... I mean, they're already trying to say cash is dirty, which, I mean, you can see them trying to carry that one on after. Try and get rid of the cash economy, get everything onto cards, have everything controlled by Big Brother. Yeah, I think the world's going to turn to crap. So we need to speak up. We need to protect our black economy. We need to make sure that we don't all become faceless drones sat in a room masturbating to a computer screen and never seeing the light of day. Actually get out there, get pissed, make a fool of yourself and chat up a bird, have a bit of fun. Yeah, anyway, well, any thoughts, put it in the comment section below, and I'll be back with you later.